I guess we'll be moving on from the study of Othello, and I wanted to get down the work that I had done regarding the memorization of Act 3, Scene 3, because I know it will slowly dissipate once we move on. And though the magic of Shakespeare is that you do, once you memorize, retain a lot of it for years to come, I know that it will slowly disappear in bits. So I hope I get all the words right, because that's very important. I've been trying to do that with my own recitation, and that's the other thing. I'm not embodying completely the emotional lives of these characters, because it's hard to do that with two characters in one. But it's an attempt to what I think, I'd like to see these characters, the intention of these characters to be played. Okay. My noble lord, what dost thou say, Iago? Did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love? He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask? But for a satisfaction of my thought, no further harm. Why of thy thought, Iago? I did not think he had been acquainted with her. Oh, yes, and went between us very oft. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Discernest thou aught in that? Is he not honest? Honest, my lord. Honest, honest. My lord, for aught I know. What dost thou think? Think, my lord? Think, my lord, by heaven! He echoes me as if there were some monster in his thought to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel in my whole course of wooing, thou criedest indeed, and didst contract and purse thy brow together, as if thou then hadst shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. If thou dost love me, show me thy thought. My lord, you know I love you. I think thou dost, and for I know thou art full of love and honesty, and weighest thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore these stops of thine fright me the more. For such things in a false disloyal knave are tricks of custom, but in a man that's just, they are close delations working from the heart that passion cannot rule. For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn I think that he is honest. I think so too. Men should be what they seem, or those that be not what they might seem none. Certain, men should be what they seem. Why then I think Cassio is an honest man. Nay, yet, there's more in this. I pray thee, speak to me as to thy thinkings, for thou dost ruminate, and give thy worst of thoughts the worst of words. Good my lord, pardon me, though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. Utter my thoughts, why? Say they are vile and false, as where's that palace whereinto foul things sometimes intrude not? Who has a breast so pure, but some uncleanly apprehensions keep leets and law days, and in session sit with meditations lawful? Thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago, if thou but thinkest him wronged, and makest his ear a stranger to thy thoughts. I do beseech you, though I perchance am vicious in my guess, as I confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and oft my jealousy shapes faults that are not, that your wisdom yet, from one that so imperfectly conceits, would take no notice, nor build yourself a trouble out of his scattering and unsure observance. It were not for your quiet, nor your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, or wisdom, to let you know my thoughts. What dost thou mean? Good name, in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. Who steals my purse steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed. By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts. You cannot, if my heart were in your hand, and shall not whilst 'tis in my custody. Ha! Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. That cuckold lives in bliss, who certain of his fate loves not his wronger. But oh, what damned minutes tells he, or who dotes, yet doubts, suspects, yet soundly loves. Oh, misery! Poor and content is rich and rich enough, but riches fineless is as poor as winter to him who ever fears he shall be poor. Good heaven! The souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy. Why is this? Thinkest thou I'd make a life of jealousy, to follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicion? No. To be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat, when I shall turn the business of my soul to such exsufflicate and blown surmises matching thy inference. 'Tis not to make me jealous to say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor from mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt. For she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove, and on the proof there is no more but this. Away at once with love or jealousy. I am glad of it, for now I shall have reason to show the love and duty that I bear you with franker spirit. Therefore, as I am bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. Wear your eye thus, not jealous nor secure. I would not have your free and noble nature out of self-bounty be abused. Look to it. I know our country disposition well. In Venice, they do let heaven see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but keep them known. Dost thou say so? She did deceive her father, marrying you, and when she seemed to fear and shake your looks, she loved them most. And so she did. Why, go to then. She that so young could give out such a seeming, to seal her father's eyes up close as oak, he thought 'twas witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I humbly do beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you. I am bound to thee forever. I see this hath a little dashed your spirits. Not a jot, not a jot. I' faith I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes from my love. But I do see you're moved. I am to pray you not to strain my speech to grosser issue nor to larger reach than to suspicion. I will not. Should you do so, my lord, my speech should fall into such vile success as my thoughts aim not at. Cassio is my worthy friend. My lord, I see you're moved. No, not much moved. I do not think but Desdemona's honest. Long live she so, and long live you to think so. And yet, how nature erring from itself. Ah, there's the point. As to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, whereto we see in all things nature tends. Pff, one may smell in such a will most rank, foul, disproportioned thoughts unnatural. But pardon me, I do not in position distinctly speak of her, yet I may fear her will, recoiling to her better judgment, may fall to match you with her country form, and happily repent. Farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago. My lord, I take my leave. Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless sees and knows more, much more than he unfolds. My lord, I would I might entreat your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. Although 'tis fit that Cassio have his place, for sure he fills it up with great ability, yet, if you please, to hold him off a while. You shall by that perceive him and his means. Note if your lady strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity. Much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears as worthy cause I have to fear I am, and hold her free. Fear not my government. I once more take my leave. This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, though that her jesses were my dear heartstrings, I'll whistle her off, and let her down the wind to prey at fortune. Happily, for I am black, and have not those softer parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years, yet that's not much. She's gone. I'm abused! And my relief must be to loathe her. Oh, curse of marriage that we could call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites! I had rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses. Yet 'tis the plague of great ones. Prerogative are they less than the base. 'Tis destiny unshunnable like death. Even then, this forked plague is fated to us when we do quicken. Desdemona comes. If she be false, so then heaven mocks itself, I'll not believe it.